So, I just need to see. Well, guys, I can't really see myself because it is all flipped. The camera is flipped, and there is a reason for that. And I just need to check that you can see me. Here I am live. Here you go. So I need to shift. There we go. Okay, all right. So I'll see I'm live now. And I'm just going to turn this off. So just a second, guys. Give me a minute or a second. So usually when I'm live, I can see myself on the screen. Today it's a little bit different. The camera is flipped, so I don't see my screen, and I don't see myself. So I really hope that you guys can see me well. And the reason for that is because there is something here that I would like to show you, right? So there's something to read. Basically, what this video is about, if you feel like you have tried everything, you've tried everything to lose weight, you've tried everything to stop eating chocolates and carbs and sugar, and just tried everything to have a healthy relationship with food, but it's just not working, then this video is for you, because I will explain to you why it's not working and why you actually need to have something completely different from what you think you need. So just imagine this. Imagine, or maybe even people who just seem to have it easy with food and their body, right? So they make healthy food choices almost naturally. It comes natural to them. They seem to be able to just control food. They seem to be able to eat food that they love, and they still not gain weight. So they just seem to kind of stay slim. They eat when they're hungry, and they stop when they're full. They leave food on the plate if they don't want to, and they can have only one slice of pizza instead of a whole. They can have only one piece of chocolate instead of a whole bar. And they seem to be just not kind of caring too much, or they don't care about the rest of the food until they are hungry again. So do you know those feelings, those people? And they just seem like, they keep their weight. They are usually slim, and they're not worrying about it. They don't go on a scale every day, and just have it. Seems like they have it easy. And then there is you. Then there is you who just can't seem to be able to do it. It seems like you've done everything, right? Everything. You've tried all sorts of diets, maybe all diets that exist out there, plus your own ones that you made up. And you just follow a diet plan for a few days, maybe weeks, if you're good. Maybe even months. I personally never got to a month. I personally always got to a few days, but if you're good, then maybe a few months. And then you're just slipping up. Slip up, going back to normal habits, to your old habits, old routines, and then you start binge eating, or especially after a diet, just start going crazy on all these foods that you missed out. And just constantly over and over, month and after month, weeks after weeks, and it's always like, oh my god, this is the last day, tomorrow will be different, on Monday will be different, and then something happens, and then there's a birthday, and then there is a wedding to go to, and then you had a bad day, and then you had a long day, and then you just deserve it, and it just seems like it's not working for you at all. Right? And I understand, I absolutely understand that it is very, very difficult, and you seem like you are losing a little bit of weight, and then you're regaining that weight back and even more, right? So that's kind of what a lot of people, what a lot of my clients face before they come to me. Yeah, and the thing is, a diet is the biggest predictor for weight gain. Let it settle. And I'm going to repeat it again. A diet is the biggest predictor for weight gain. Why? 95% of people who lose weight through a diet regain the weight back plus more. So they lose weight, their metabolism drops, that slows down. Not for everyone. There is a lot of research on this, but for some people their metabolism actually does slow down, and then they need less calories to maintain the same weight. That's how people get to 850, 950 calories a day, and they say, I'm not losing any weight anymore. Yeah? So that is a problem, and also research shows those who restrict too many calories for too long, they start losing their bone density and they lose water, and that's not what we want, right? So we want to be able to lose fat rather than our bones, and then start breaking our bones as we get older. So it's not really what we want. That's why diets don't work. And think about this. I personally think if I think about dieting, it's like a short person is wearing high heels 24/7. It works. It's possible, but it will be painful and hard. Same here. If a person is trying to go on a diet, is constantly dieting, it works, but it is very, very painful, and that's why it doesn't work. Pain and pleasure is one of the reasons why why people can't sustain a diet. Yeah, it's only one of the reasons. So that's why we need to consider other things. And now imagine having a life where you have an easy and a loving relationship with food and your own body. Imagine you can eat only a few pieces of chocolate or cake or lollies and leave the rest and not even thinking about it. Imagine only thinking about food when actually your tummy is hungry, and so, oh, I haven't even thought about food. Yeah, so you are thinking, you're having so much space to actually focus on the things that you love, spending time with your family and enjoying that time with your family, being present with them, instead of thinking about when is the next meal going to be, or when you're with your friends and family. Imagine eating with them and sharing the food with them without feeling guilty or without feeling like everyone is judging you. But you're actually feeling free and can eat and smile and laugh. Just imagine this, spending time with your family and friends and enjoying every moment. Imagine actually maintaining your weight. Or if you choose to, you're losing weight, getting to a point where your body feels comfortable to sustain and not constantly going up and down. So imagine that life, yeah? Imagine where healthy choices just come naturally to you. You just choose healthy, healthy meals. Sometimes you would choose a pizza, and you would not worry about it. You will feel good about it because you know you have only a few slices, as much as you need to, and then you leave the rest. And tomorrow you will go back to your veggies and fruit and whatever feels good to you, but you would not be thinking about it a lot. So just imagine this, and having food that is delicious and healthy, and not just healthy and boring and bland and you don't like it. Yeah, so imagine what your life would actually look like. Yeah, and it's possible for you guys. It is possible if we consider few things. So here we are, then now we're coming to this. This is a diagram that I've just kind of drawn here quickly. It's an iceberg. So now New Year's resolutions, a lot of things that I see online are mainly focusing on nutrition and exercise. Yeah, so I have most of the time clients come to me who give me that first call and say, Eugenia, I want to lose weight. Give me a diet plan that I need to follow, that I can follow. That's all I need. I just need a diet plan that I can actually follow, can stick to it, and then you keep me accountable, and then I will do that, and then I will lose weight. Okay? Guys, 95% of our decisions are subconsciously. Yeah, 95%. They say even up to 98% are subconsciously. So it's not what we know we have to do. It's not about diet and nutrition. It's about the underlying stuff that we are not aware of. And that's why we have to become aware of that. Okay? That's why it's important to look beneath the surface, beneath what's really that main part of the iceberg. And that is things like conditioning. So conditioning, for example, if you grew up in a family where it was said, that's how we are in our family. We are big boned and we are heavy. And that's your gene, so you will stay like this. So what will happen, you will create that belief that that's how you are. You've been conditioned to think that way. Yeah, or you have been conditioned to think that lunches are only for fat people. Not that it's wrong to be fat, but I'm just saying there are certain ideas, or you have to finish everything that's on the plate. So you have been conditioned to think certain thoughts, and now you're not even questioning them. You're just acting on them, okay? And that will be a blind spot. We are not aware of that. A client of mine, I was just talking to her yesterday, and she said, Eugenia, I'm so happy. I am the happiest I've been in a very, very long time. And I'm finally eating all my meals. I'm not skipping my meals. I have so much energy. And I am now eating with friends and family and don't even worry about it. Yeah, where before she was skipping meals because her ideas was that you don't really need to have lunch and breakfast. Just have afternoon kind of snack, but by the time it was afternoon she was hungry and she was binge eating. So that of course will create weight gain. So we had to work through her conditioning. Okay, then there are stories, and then there are certain beliefs. And when we have certain stories about as long as I am overweight, as long as I have this body, I can't be happy. So if we have those thoughts or those stories that we're telling ourselves, we will be acting on them. We will be reinforcing those stories. Yeah. So that means if I believe that I don't deserve love as long as I have this body, I won't be going out and seeking love. I will be hiding away, feeling crap, eating food, feeling lonely, even feeding even more food, and then get bigger and bigger and more miserable. And then of course I'm not getting any love. Of course I'm not finding anyone, because I'm living that story that I am telling myself over and over again. And when we are telling ourselves the story and then reinforcing it by acting on it, and then also seeing, of course, the results accordingly, those stories become our beliefs. That is, a belief is only something, a belief is a story where we stop questioning. It's thoughts that we stop questioning. That's how we create beliefs, because we've been seeing those results and reinforcement over and over and over again. And now we stop questioning it, we're just living by them without even knowing. That is the 95% of everything that we do. So every day you're doing things based on the record that is playing in your brain. You're acting on it. You're keeping yourself stuck because there is a belief, as long as you have this body, you're not worthy of love. As long as you have that body, you are not worthy of happiness, of wearing beautiful clothes you love. You're not worthy to enjoy a meal with your friends together. So you will be hiding away. and then feel crap, feel lonely, eat food. Okay, so that's something that we're not aware of, guys. Feelings. Yeah, certain feelings that we have. If we are constantly feeling in a certain way because we have become comfortable in those feelings. Depression, a lot of the time, not everyone, but there is a lot of people who feel depressed and they subconsciously choose to stay there because that's their safety net, because they feel comfortable. They know how it feels to be depressed and sad, because sometimes that's how we get love. That's how we get attention from others. So we have created that life. As I said, I'm not saying every depression. I'm not saying that. Please don't get me wrong. I have worked with a lot of people, and I have seen, and it was them who were telling me when I asked them, what do you think is your real purpose to stay sad? And they said, because Eugenia, because that's what I know. Because that's what I feel comfortable with. Yeah. And sometimes I would say, what's your purpose to stay overweight? They say, well, because I don't want actually to have male attention. I rather stay fat or big or unhappy than getting male attention, because that means I would need to go then dating, and then I don't have a reason for not dating and not having a partner. For now I have a partner, I have an excuse. You see, this is subconscious. So I had someone who said that, and once we could break through and understand what are their needs, it was because it's all about our needs, guys. Yeah, we have as human beings 6 human needs, and we have certain ways how we get there. Okay, and this person, to a client of mine, when I asked him, I said, what's the purpose for you to stay depressed? He said, that means that I can stay at home, live with my mom. That means that I don't need to go out dating, and nobody will ask me why I still don't have a partner. So his need was certainty and love. Certainty and love from his mom. But he was seeking love actually with a partner. And that's where 2 needs contradict each other. This is happening. Okay? And that's where we can't get any further. That's why we take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, because our needs are constantly clashing. He wanted love by finding a partner, but his need for certainty, to stay at home, to feel the safety, comfort, no, don't need to go dating, don't need to find a new flat, was so much greater than the need to find love with a girlfriend. That's why every time he would go on a date, then he would stop and take himself back. Once we could identify it, we could identify what are other ways how he can get certainty, he was able to go out and date. Okay, and there was food problems as well, so that's just only one. And the same with thoughts. Okay, so there are certain thoughts that we're having, like, for example, I've just done everything. I've done everything and nothing is working. And that's where I go, everything? Tell me, well, what is the everything? Everything, Eugenia, everything. There's nothing that I haven't done. So I say, okay, let's start listing. I have a big piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to write all these things down, and even if it takes us like 5 hours to write them down. And then they say, right, okay, I've just tried 4, like a diet, exercising, following a nutrition plan, and yeah, maybe a little bit of everything at the same time. Yeah, and that's all. And I thought, right, that's interesting. Not even 5 minutes ago it was, I've tried everything. Yeah, so when we believe we've tried everything and nothing is working, that means we are not even trying, because we know we've done everything. There is nothing else to try. Yeah, so here I am. So, well, how about this? There is another way. Oh, okay, let me show me. So, right. So now we are at the right track. Now you're open to listen. Once you've identified that you have not tried everything, you have not tried what works. You've tried what doesn't work, which is great, because now we've shortened the list what doesn't work. Sometimes we need to go through what doesn't work until we are ready to do what works. And that's what I see. People who are working with me, they have gone through all the diets before. They have identified that just following a nutrition plan, a diet plan, and just exercise does not work. Just focusing on this does not work. Only when people have tried this, they have learned this does not work. So now I'm open to listen to Eugenia and understand that psychology is the missing puzzle to our transformation for a healthy and easy relationship with food, to stop binge eating and emotional eating, so that we can have a life fueled by freedom instead of food obsession and weight loss issues and the constant yo-yo roller coaster. Okay, so guys, I hope you it makes sense to you. I hope that you can understand it goes so much deeper. And the really great thing is that I have seen so many people who came to me and said, Eugenia, I need a diet plan and I'm going to follow it. And then once we've established, right, what's actually really your current situation, well, this is how terrible I feel, and then look at this, what your life can look like, and then let's have a look what's actually not working and why. So what are the roadblocks? And the roadblocks is because they have been missing this. These are the roadblocks for them. Now we can address and actually can start working on it. Yesterday I was also speaking to a client who also came to me, I want to lose weight, just give me a diet plan. We have not been focusing on the weight since then. We've been focusing on changing daily habits, daily routines, because we are a result of our routines. If someone's routine is going to the gym 5 times a week and they have discipline, their body will look probably slightly different to someone who just gets up in the morning and scrolls hours on Facebook and, I don't know, starts off with 2 coffees and then adrenal glands are fully stimulated, and then they crash at 10 o'clock in the morning and then go and have a donut to pick them up again. Okay, so guys, there is so much more. And so basically what I was saying, and the client yesterday, I was speaking to her and she said, I feel so amazing, I feel so happy, I am not binge eating anymore, I've stopped eating emotionally, I've cut out on sugar and I'm not even craving it, I have energy, I feel so good. My husband even said to me, you are so much happier, you are like so bubbly. And is that not what we actually need to look for? That we feel happy, that we are really happy, and not put life on hold until one day we might lose weight, we might not, who knows? So that's what counts. So I guess the question is, well, okay, I get that, how to get there? Well, how to get there, that's where I come in, and this is where I help you, like the few clients that I've mentioned today. So all you need to do is to book a call. I will put a link below in the comments, and you either comment, yes, I'm ready, or just book a consultation with me, 60 minutes, free consultation, because this is really about me serving you, establishing what are your biggest challenges, what is it that you're really looking for, what are the roadblocks, what's stopping you to get there, and then we will establish if we're the right fit. If I will be the person who will support you to get where you are now to where you want to be, or if we both feel like we're not the right fit, I know a lot of other coaches who I can put you on, and they will be able to support and help you. So I do not work with people who are not great fit for both of us, because it just doesn't work. It's a very kind of touchy-feely topic, and we do want to feel comfortable and safe with each other, right? And that's why it's really important for me to establish that we are a right fit. So all you need to do is to book a consultation with me, and then we can establish in what way we want to work together. If we want to work together, do we want together one-on-one, through a program, through with someone else. So either way, it's really establishing first what's the problem, what you're looking for, what are the roadblocks, what's really holding you back, and probably it's this. And then we can discuss how exactly you can get from where you are now to where you want to be. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. And if you have any questions, of course, leave some questions below and I will answer them. Bye!